In that moment when you're hooping, you let go of everything else. Everything else. You just, all you are is there trying to make that silly little hoop move and keep it from hitting the ground.
All right. So what you're going to do is give it a really solid push so it goes like that. And now move, you'll feel it. See, you felt it better. I can see that. So if you have the speed, then you can kind of go, oh, okay. And it's a rocking back and forth. You're always pushing against the hoop. So you're taking charge of it. You're just like, rah! They're always with me. They're either strapped on top of the car or in the back seat, or if I go for a walk, I always have a couple, because I never know. I mean, if I need to just stop and hoop for a little bit, just to, loosen up. And I've had people in parking lots trying them out, because if they ask me, I put one in their hand and I tell them about them. And then I step back and I start hooping a little, and then they go, whoa! And that's how it starts every time. I call those spontaneous hooplas. Nicely done.
Oh, that was a long one, though.
Officially, most definitely a hoop.
This is my hoop factory, I call it. And basically, it's a corner of the room. I have a table that has several dozen different rolls of all different kinds of tapes.
Unravel a little bit. It's 100 feet of a continuous coil of black hooping. So, and I always want to be careful that I cut that real flat. I'm pouring the water into one end. I use a plastic cup because I can squeeze it.
I try to give them a certain look that's different than anybody else's. So they're artwork too. There's that Zen piece when I start to make a batch of hoops. I look at the tape and I think, oh, let's see, what will I work with today, or what designs? The sun is definitely coming out nicely and it's warming up, and the park is beautiful, so I'm going to hoop and see if I can catch people's eyes and encourage them to come over and give it a whirl.
It's kind of freeing once you actually get it going. Very frustrating when you can't get it going, though. It makes me feel very uncoordinated before I get it started.
So it kind of seems like, oh wow, I couldn't do that as a kid, and it's really great that I can actually do it now, And it feels like, oh, I wasn't so clumsy or fat or whatever.
Right,
you know what I mean?
It brings you back to your youth of freedom, just that sense of. I mean, there's no purpose to it besides unbridled joy. You are getting it. You are getting it.
There's this magical thing that happens when somebody who doesn't think they can hoop can suddenly get it going, and it just is like, there it is. Every single time. There it is. Every single time.